What's up everyone? Minto from Jasmine Software here. In today's video, we're going to talk about filing insurance claims. When filing insurance claims, you'll want to first make sure that all your patient's data is in place. We'll go to a patient contact record and take a look. We'll go into Don Rempel's account here. Some of the things you'll want to make sure is that the patient has their birth date filled in, their mailing address, as well as their insurance information. Importantly, the insurance enrollment is associated as well. After your patient's contact information and insurance info have been filled in, we can go ahead and create a receipt for this patient. To do that, we'll scroll back up to the top and click on the Related tab, and then scroll down to the Receipt section and click on the New button. This will create a new receipt for us that's blank, and we can start adding the ICD-10 codes and CPT codes. To add the ICD-10 code, click on the Add ICD button. You can search for the code, and it should pop up. If the code doesn't show up, you can add a new code into the system, and then it should show up on the widget. Once you're done adding the ICD-10 codes, click Save to save it to the receipt. Next, you can add the CPT codes by clicking the Add CPT button. You can then also search for the CPT code. We'll click in 978 and get the initial 15 minutes. And then we'll also click Save to save it to the receipt. You'll notice after you've done that you have the treatment subtotal and the complete total and the balance due. We can also go to the Related tab here and see the ICD-10 code and the CPT codes that we just added. Now you're ready to enter the claim, and we'll click on the Enter Claim button up here. This will open up the CMS 1500 for us. The fields will be pre-populated with the data that's already in the system. So my recommendation is if there's something missing, that you go back into the system and enter in the data in either the contact or the receipt and refresh the CMS 1500 so that that data shows up. So what you'll want to look at is the payer ID is already filled in, the patient's name and contact information, as well as their insurance information. If we scroll down a bit, we'll notice that the ICD-10 code is already filled in, as well as the CPT codes and the rendering provider and the NPI for that rendering provider. Scrolling down some more, you'll notice that the EIN is already pre-filled in, and the service facility and billing provider information are filled in as well. If everything looks good, you'll notice this green Enter Claim button. Click on that, and that will submit the claim to the insurance company. Going through the clearinghouse, you'll notice up here that if it was successful, you'll get a message. If it was unsuccessful, you'll see a series of error messages, and you can just go through those error messages and make sure the data is correct, and then resubmit the claim. Now that the claim has been submitted, we can go back to the receipt and refresh it. And back on the Related tab, we can scroll down to the Claims section, and you'll notice that the claim is associated with this receipt and there is no status here. When the claim is submitted to the insurance company will accept the claim into their adjudication process and their internal processes, and they will submit statuses back to Jasmine, and they'll update the status field here. Now, if the status doesn't come in for any reason, maybe after a week or so and you haven't seen an updated status, you can always go to the claim record by clicking on the claim, and here I can click on the claim status to do a real-time call out to the insurance company for that status. So we'll do that now, and here we have a status that's come back from the test system as paid, and we'll just close that out, and you'll notice that the status is now updated. And if we go back to the receipt, you'll see that the status is updated here as well. To recap, we went over how you can file insurance claims within Jasmine, If that was helpful, share, like, and subscribe for future videos, and hit the bell to get notified when new videos are posted. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.